Okay. Hi, Tina.
Hi.
Now, your husband was in the Army
He
for...
was a career Army man for more than 30 years.
Okay.
And he died because of the missile fuels after he retired.
And what happened with that? You said the stuff would spill out and get on you, and it was really...
It was like some kind of a mixture
Uh-huh.
that was man-made, and it was called missile fuel. It was a fuel that made the missiles fly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it got on his legs, and what, it like soaks in your body or something, or?
Breathing it too is a problem.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was in 30 years, so it wasn't like you're dead.
Yeah.
It was like a long drawn out process.
Oh, that's horrible.
And he died. When he died, he couldn't talk, he couldn't walk, he couldn't do anything, and he was on the respirator at home because he retired.
Yeah.
And just because you can retire, it doesn't mean that it stops working for you, on you.
And the government wouldn't give him any benefits for it, or take care of him, or?
Well, he had retired.
Yeah.
So they don't give. I don't get anything from him either.
But I mean, it was an accident that happened when he was in the service, so.
It wasn't like an accident that happened. It was It was stuff that over the years the process came out.
Accumulated, you mean?
Yes. It wasn't like he walked out and there it was. It was like something that happened over the years.
Okay. Well, I thank you very much.
He had retired when he died.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but it was like, I guess a lot of other guys, the same thing happened to them.
Especially with the missile fuel. That is some strong stuff. Never
Yeah.
take a swallow, okay?
No, I wouldn't. I promise.
Yeah,
And then
missile fuel is very bad.
And he worked at like up Mount Wilson where they used to have the
place. We lived in
missile.
Germany.
Uh-huh.
We lived in France. We lived in, name it. We lived. He was in the military for more than 30 years, and I went with him and with the children. Our oldest daughter was born in San Francisco, and after that we went abroad, so we had kids all over the world. My mom's
International Brigade.
was America,
Yeah.
Black American. I'm a Black American, and he was a Black American also. Yeah, and it was just a waste that it happened like that with him, because we had 5 children by that time.
Yeah.
We were sexy people, and when we had the 5 children, it left the children without a father, and the military don't give me anything.
Yeah.
And I still had the 5 kids though, and they were all born in the Army, and they were they were young kids, but not babies. They were young kids.
Right.
So and with me being an Army wife, I had learned how to manage a lot of things like the money, because I didn't get an allotment check from the Army because we lived in an Army house, so they took my allotment check, which was most of the money for the, and we went around. We lived in Germany, we lived in France, we lived in California, because originally I'm from Mississippi, and that way it was a nice thing. My first child was born in San Francisco. My second child was born a year later in Washington State. My third child was born in Mississippi because he had to go to fire missiles, and I couldn't leave those 2 kids at home and go out and have that 3rd baby. So I went back to Mississippi, and when he came back from his route thing, he came and picked us up.